Next, we're talking again about the effects of technology, from TikTok videos to Spotify playlists to Instagram ads. Algorithms seem to have a growing impact on our daily lives and also influence on our culture.
A new book looks at the forces behind all this and how to escape them. It's called Filter World: How Algorithms Flatten Culture. And Kyle Chayka is a New Yorker staff writer who covers digital technology. He joins us now. Good morning.
Hey, how are you doing?
So good. So to play the devil's advocate, the social media companies might say, we're giving people what they want. This is how we make money. What's wrong with it?
It's true. I mean, they are recommending you things that you are likely to enjoy, but I think it's just gotten so overwhelming. Like, so much of what we consume right now is actually suggested for us rather than things that we choose for ourselves, whether it's like Spotify music or TikTok videos.
Yeah, so you say since 2016, there's been a shift. You don't say social media is dying, but there's been a shift, and that's how this algorithm shifted. Talk about that a little bit.
Right. So in the early days of social media, like circa late 2000s, early 2010s, all of your feeds on these websites were linear. So it's just a chronological list of what was posted most recently. But lately, particularly in the middle of the 2010s, a lot of those feeds shifted to be more algorithmic. So they're more recommendations. It's more personalized to you and kind of adjusted to what you expect. And that's actually limiting your view of what you see out there.
Well, not only is it limiting, but it seems to be proliferating misinformation, to use one example. And their defense has always been, well, we're just a tool. People can use it however they want. But to your point, it seems like they're cooking the books with these algorithms. Does that mean that they're not just a tool and that the government needs to regulate them like a utility?
Right. They are not just neutral tools. I think these platforms are making intentional choices about what people can see, and they are really shaping what's visible to you in your feed. And I think that does mean they need more regulation and need to be more responsible for the kinds of content they promote, like misinformation.
It is worrisome, when you have kids, you worry about what they're seeing. They might have just clicked on something and all of a sudden they're bombarded with different things. I mean, how do you keep control of that? How do you see this changing? It seems like people are kind of reaching their limit with their frustrations here.
Right. I think people are getting tired of the situation, like where they don't have control over what they see, and you can't control what your kids are seeing, for example. You can't control the acceleration of that content. So I hope that either regulation can help with this situation, or that we realize that these feeds are pretty bad for us and start looking for alternatives or new kinds of technology on the internet.
Well, the idea that something has to be done is actually one of the few things that has bipartisan support. And yet, despite the shows that they put on in Congress, nothing has happened. So are these social media companies pouring money into both parties?
Yes, there's a lot of lobbying going on, and I think that's preventing government action. But the government action is not impossible. Like we see in the EU right now, they are passing big packages of regulation that force tech companies to let you opt out of algorithmic feeds or to have more rights to your data. So this stuff isn't impossible or even that complicated. There just isn't the political willpower.
Is there a way that we can opt out of algorithms on our own personal devices?
We can log off, like we can delete these apps. Yeah, it really is hard to escape. I mean, everything from your Netflix homepage to your Facebook feed to what emails you see are dictated by algorithmic recommendations. Wow. So it's really hard to get out of that.
There is, and believe me, I don't know much about this world, but there's a search engine, GoDuckGo or something, that says we're not going to track you like Google does. That's their big pitch. Are there sites out there, social media sites, that don't have the algorithm, or could you see that happening?
Yeah, there are some. I mean, there's streaming services like Adagio or a music site like Bandcamp that let you consume content online without being bombarded by algorithmic recommendations. And I think that's a positive sign. I think we're going to see more and more of those sites presenting different options for users.
Well, the book is Filter World: How Algorithms Flatten Culture. For more information, you go to Kyle's website or follow him on social media. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.